almost home. Brother, it won't be long. Soon all your burdens will be gone. Aloha and a beautiful Maui afternoon to you. This video is going to be a little different. We didn't get as much vlogging in this week, and actually we thought it'd be a really good idea to maybe walk you through some of the most frequently asked questions that we've got since moving here to Maui. So it won't be as vlog style as maybe some of the other videos we've done, but I think you're gonna hopefully get something out of these questions for any time you may visit, or if you were just wondering what life is like for us here. The hand motions are good. I don't know. It's like I'm sharing my energy. Okay, so Aubrey's gonna be walking us through some of the questions we have, of a lot of the questions that you guys have asked of us. And so we're just gonna go through one by one and answer them.
First question, do you go to the beach every day?
I'll let you start that one off.
Not every day, but every day that we can go, we do go. If it is sunny and warm enough, then we go.
Yep. Yeah, usually Saturdays we get a long beach day in from probably 9 or 10 to 3 or 4.
Yep.
Short and simple, yes.
Next question is, how far is the beach from you? Originally, when we were looking for places to live, we had hoped to be a walk or a bike ride distance from the beach, but you win some and you lose some, and we are about 10
about 10 minutes.
10 minutes drive to the closest beach.
And it's not really fair to say 10 minutes because 10 minutes is Ho'okipa, which is one of the main surfing beaches here in Maui, and they do a lot of the big surfing competitions, so it's really great to have that beach close by. But actually the closest beach that we would actually go to is called Baldwin Beach, and that's 15-ish.
Yeah.
So a little further. Okay, what's next?
Is it expensive to live here?
I'm taking this one. So it is expensive to live here. It is not cheap. And you know, I had planned a lot of the expenses out in advance. I had even looked up the Costco rates. I knew about what we could afford for our rent. I knew that life was gonna be a little more expensive, but one of the main kickers that surprised me is we were forced to switch health insurances once we got over here, which about tripled our health insurance costs because there's only one provider. The food is much more expensive. I thought I had a good idea of what our monthly grocery bill would cost, what our date budget would be, and all those things when we go out to eat and whatnot, but it just blew me out of the water. The average plate, what would you say at the restaurant we go to, is probably 15 a person. Like, you're not gonna get away with spending anything less than 25 to 30 minimum, and we go burgers and cheap, so it's not necessarily cheap eating out here. Even the Wendy's, for any of you Wendy's folks, I know I've got a lot of friends that like the Wendy's 4 for $4. They have Wendy's 4 for $5. So you can't get away with anything out here.
We do eat a lot of Costco pizza to save money. So you gotta do what you gotta do. It's $2.
It is $2 a slice and $1 for a drink. And one day I got a hot dog and a drink, and she got a pizza, and it was under $4 for both of us to eat a meal. So that's nice.
Yeah, because even grocery shopping, I'm like, oh, we're gonna save money by eating at home, but like,
you can't beat Costco.
It's still expensive. It's hard.
It is. Thank you, Mama, for the Costco membership for Christmas, because we needed it.
Okay, next. Favorite thing that you've done since we've been here?
I think we should both answer this one and see how they compare.
I gotta think about it. Okay, I'll go.
Go.
It's like, I have a lot of favorites, I always do, but I think one of my favorite experiences was going to Honolulu Bay, and we didn't even spend that much time there, but just being able to feel the atmosphere of a surf competition.
That was what you saw in the last video.
One of the biggest huge swells, and big cliff is beautiful blue water, and you saw the announcer. It was just really fun. And they had like tents out there with like a concession stand, and people out parked in their trucks just like watching the surfers. And I wish we would have spent more time there, and we're gonna make an effort to go to another one of those soon before surf season is over. But just being able to see what that's like in person was really fun.
I think my thing. Oh no, ma'am.
So grumpy.
Lay down. I think my favorite thing I've done is just the ability to boogie board. I can't get that in Texas, and so at least maybe in little Galveston waves or something. I don't know. I've never done it before. And so the access to be able to do that all the time is really, really cool about being out here.
Next question is, how has the weather been since we've been here?
We're both wearing long sleeves. Look at us.
We've gotten questions of people assuming it's always perfect and sunny, and then other people, since we're on the wet side, asking us if it rains all the time. So far, it's not been as hot as I expected. It is February, so it's winter, but it did rain our first week, the whole week. It rained a little bit this week, but it kind of will rain for like 10 minutes and then it'll stop, and then it'll open up and be a beautiful sunny day. So most days are pretty perfect, but we don't have any air conditioning. We have so many windows and openings that we can just let air flow and fans, and it's not too hot. But when it gets cold, we don't have a heater or anything, so we were like bundled up this morning because it was like 65 degrees, which is silly, but like
it's about as cold as it gets though.
It felt pretty cold.
Usually it fluctuates between about 65 at the lowest in the middle of the night or early in the morning, and then maybe around 82, 83 in the heat of the day, but usually it sits right around mid-70s, low to mid-70s. And you can wear a long sleeve, you can wear a t-shirt, you got a breeze going, you got the warmth on you, no complaints.
The next question is, where do we live on Maui? Where on Maui are we?
So we're on the north side in a town called Haiku. It's actually a region called Haiku. A lot of times we reference Haiku and people think we're way deeper east towards Hana than we are. We're actually right near the town center. And Haiku Pauela is the region we are in, and it's on the north side. It's just past Paia. For any of you flying in, the island's kind of like a figure 8 right here, and here's the top middle. This is going to be where the airport is, right on the button of my nose, and then you're going to go up northeast a little bit, and we're just right up by the town center of Haiku.
Have you done any surfing?
No, so you'd think I would be the one to take the reins on surfing. I do want to do a lesson. We had a visitor, Kennedy, a friend who visited and stayed with us, and she did a surf lesson while she was here. She said she got it pretty quick, and so I'm really encouraged by that, but the waves do admittedly scare me because they will toss you around. They are big, and it's winter, so they're extra big right now, and so I have not taken the dare to start that. I've done boogie boarding and body surfing so far. That's tossed me around plenty for my taste right now, but I do plan on challenging myself to take a lesson, learning to surf, and hopefully you'll see those videos somewhere along the way. And then for Aubrey, she ain't surfing.
No, thanks.
So some of you have been asking about our dog, Luna. How's she doing? Well, she is as annoying as ever, but she's doing fine. She is...
It's not annoying.
We've got her set up on some pee pads and potty pads out here. She spends a lot of her time on the lanai. She's really good throughout the day while Aubrey and I are working. She kind of hangs out and just goes back and forth between me, either in the bedroom or the kitchen, and Aubrey's in the guest room or the office. And she kind of just splits her time between us and hangs around, and she does great.
She doesn't like the water yet.
She hates the water.
The waves.
She's scared to death of the waves.
We walked her on the beach, and she like played in the sand, and then once we got near the water, and she like we didn't put her deep, like it was just like touched her feet, and she like flipped out. So we had her on a leash, and she was like choking herself, like could not breathe, but didn't care because she was just trying to go as far away as she could.
So as far as our daily routine, for any of those who are curious what a typical day looks like for us, we'll probably be doing a vlog on like what a regular day for us looks like. But typical day, what would you say? You start your day around 6 or so, go to work immediately, get your fizz, and head into the office, get to work. I start my day at 7, and I start it with some coffee. Then we'll work, and Aubrey works till I think 3, right? And I work till 4. Then around whenever our work day ends, usually in the middle of the day, Aubrey's in the office, I'm anywhere else in the house, and we just kind of do our own thing. We really don't see each other much. We don't talk too much throughout the day. I'm usually getting a workout in around lunchtime. Then when the day ends, we'll go find a beach, or like you said, we'll walk around. We'll do something outside until the sun sets, and once the sun goes down, Aubrey will cook. I'll do some dishes or clean, or she'll give me instructions on what to do next. And then we'll have a great dinner because she's an amazing cook. And then after that, that's kind of our creative time. So that's actually my favorite thing about being here in Maui, is that our rhythms have completely changed from what they were in Austin. When the sun goes down, we don't have a TV. And so we've really been using that time for personal development, for working out, for creativity, for journaling, for prayer, for content creation, for just time spent productively living. Instead of consuming all the time, we're creating a lot of videos, of ideas, of journaling, of whatever. And I think it's been really time well spent in the evenings, and that's been my favorite thing, just about changing your rhythms, getting new perspectives, being able to spend your time doing something productive. And I think that's both been very healthy for both of us, because I think you just kind of get that potato syndrome going when you're at home every day and you just resort to Netflix, which was totally us. I'm not judging anybody, because we were totally people to veg out on some Netflix and whatever. So but I think that's been my favorite thing. It feels like a retreat every day. You come home and the sun goes down and you can just relax and debrief from the day, and it's just been a really great use of the time.
Yeah, it's just nice to have the freedom to do what we want and not feel like, not that, I don't know, we didn't have to watch Netflix or whatever, but just that we kind of don't really have that option. It's nice to just be able to push ourselves a little further to do something that's a little more productive and fun and challenging.
So that's all the questions we have for right now. We want to be helpful, and if there's anything that you know about that we haven't done yet or we haven't talked about, please let us know, because we would love to try all the things that Maui has to offer while we're here, and we know a lot of you have been here and would have some great tips and tricks for us. So we'd love to hear it. Thank you for watching the video. As always, we'll see you on the other side.
That's not
always,
our tagline.
That's my tagline. You can have your own.
Well, no.
That'll be your tagline. Well, no.
Later.
It knows no end, all these pieces.